Well, believe I've been in rooms with you because your energy looks, it feels familiar to me. And I think that is amazing. One of the things that I promote, and because there's something called polymath, and I might have coined the term, polymath. I didn't, because if you look it up, just taking all of your skills and everything you have, especially if you're a person who is scattered all over the place because you just have too many thoughts and too many things and you don't know how it all connects, but it really does. Um, that allows me to be very diverse, and I like diversity. If I see too many things that look alike, I get nervous. And that's something that our society, especially in America, we don't want anything that don't look like us, act like us, or think like us. And that is, yeah. Anyway, creativity and innovation and collaboration, I think even saving the world will come through, allowing us all to walk in our God-given gifts and talents and be innovative and creative. And there is no, now there's some things that there's one way on. This space, God is so diverse. There are many ways, and no one's doing it wrong necessarily. No one's doing it right. But it really kind of means, hey, what do you prefer? What will your climate and your environment support? And that's kind of how we're all moving. So kudos to you. It's new to me. I look forward to learning more about it and having opportunities to collab with you. Appreciate you.
Likewise, thank you.
All right. Butterbean, I'm gonna drop you back down to the group. Thank you for coming up and speaking with us. To the team, do we have any other questions for Black Warrior in regards to, the cultivating, the agriculture, her journey, the financial opportunities and pathways, or, any last remarks?
Since you do this like on a regular, do you think it's possible for someone to try to do this like inside of their home?
Yes, the what you do will depend on your environment, what you have access to. But can you do it? Absolutely. I put my phone number in the chat so you can reach. Just text me, kind of let me know who you are and how I know you, and we can connect. But I will say this. Oh my gosh, I don't know but a handful, and the things I work on, I would be disingenuous to say that I this all comes from within me. When ChatGPT came out in 2021, I think it was November, or I think that's when it was. I think that same month I got on. And from that to this day, I spent a lot of time asking questions. And sometimes to get to the right answer, I have to ask questions that are a little bit uncomfortable, like risk. If I do this, how do I make sure that this is going to be sustainable? Like, and can I pass this on to my children's children's children? How can I make sure this is going to be around for 100 years? Those kinds of questions to help kind of open up creativity. And what I will say to you in that same vein, if you know the size of your space, you kind of have an idea of what you want, or you don't have, more importantly, if you don't have an idea, kind of explain who you are, how you think, what your mission is before you start asking it, what can you do? So that when you start interacting, you start getting back answers that feed into what you fed into it, if that makes any sense. So if you take where you are growing and you have ideas, maybe some things, maybe it's mushrooms, maybe it's microgreens, especially if you're in the city, those are high dollar, high value, low space. All you need is some shelves, like those 6 shelf racks, whatever, and some LED grow lights. And I think it might be 4 weeks, 6 weeks, some very short period of time. And what they are is they're the start. So like I put seeds in a seeding tray. They're going to come up to be maybe not even an inch. Maybe if they even get to be an inch and a half, they might be too big. You cut them and then you sell them. They sell them in grocery stores in the produce section, restaurants, a lot of different outlets for that, and they're very, very valuable and very pricey. So if you're asking, can you do that in your home or in a space? Absolutely, 100%. And actually, you can do it very profitably, and you'd be surprised. And that's the beginning, because maybe you start in your home. Now you've got revenue where you can go and maybe you decide you're gonna, I don't know, expand to, or if you're in an apartment, you're gonna expand to a home, or you can get a business space, or find some investors who can help you go to another location. That's what I'm talking about. So you start in your home to do proof of concept, and then you scale. And what I would say is start with ChatGPT, but when it comes down to the hands on the ground, boots on the ground, the tactical, may need some hand holding, whatever, that's when you reach out to folks like me who can kind of help you get to that next level because you've done your homework to the best of your ability. And then we are going to kind of add to and find people in our sphere to connect with you and yours in order to get that thing across the finish line.
And she did place her number in the room chat, but I had deleted it due to y'all know how crazy and weird some people are on Clubhouse. I wouldn't want anybody to be bothering her on some BS type stuff. So if anyone is trying to get in contact with her, just back channel me and I'll get that information out to you. But I did want to let you know I had to remove that because I know how people on the internet are. So even though we're having a great conversation here, somebody might just be way off in the world in their mind. And, I don't want anybody to be harassing you or just making unnecessary calls or texts, just being funny. You know what I mean? So,
100%. And I appreciate that. Thank you. Because I always know that I have folks around me who take care of that very thing. So I absolutely appreciate you and love you for that, and for your team and the graciousness that you guys have had towards me. I appreciate it.
yes, ma'am. Any other questions from the moderators or from the team?
Yes, can y'all hear me? I'm sorry, I'm at work.
Yes, ma'am.
Say maybe. Okay. Good morning. So my name is Sin, and I'm at work. Sorry. I think if I heard you correctly, did you? I have a grow tower in my house. Did I hear you say that I could register my grow tower as a farmer?
Yes, if you're going to produce a minimum of $1,000 in revenue from it, yes.
I think so. I appreciate it.
Going to be very limited if you just have one grow tower. But if you start to expand and want to expand the business, that's really where the resources start coming in. So there again, always starting with a proof of concept on a small scale to just see if you like it, if you want to expand, or kind of get some on hands learning. That's the best way to start. And then beyond that, what's the next step and the next step? Because to raise get $1,000, that may be fine, but usually the costs are gonna in revenue, but if your costs are 2,000, you're only making 1,000, then it really becomes kind of the fetus. So finding out how you can expand smartly and stay ahead of the dollars so that you're always moving profitably is where you might want to start with ChatGPT to say, here's where I am, here's what I'm doing, what options do I have? And then, if, like I say, if there's any way I can assist you after you've kind of done your work, done your initial, I'm happy to talk with you about it. Or even if you just want to share ideas or whatever, it's fine.
AP, Scatter, Dream, Southside of Toxic. Do y'all have any further questions for Black Warrior?